Good morning.
Welcome back from the weekend. I'm Brendan here with Miss Heather Bricca.
Yep, we're here. It's another week on the calendar.
Yeah, hopefully you had a nice weekend. Hopefully you remembered where you put your hoodies, your long pants.
Yeah, I had a long sleeve on all Saturday. It was cool.
It was chilly, and Heather's celebrating by having some pumpkin spice creamer.
Yeah.
Or at least you did. I don't know if
did.
you're
I
still...
left that in the content center because we're on to the protein shake. I'm hungry.
Yeah, with a little bit of caffeine in there.
Yeah, it's a coffee one, so another cup of coffee here.
Yeah.
Getting me through the day.
Well,
we had a fun start to the morning. You want to share?
We did. I was going to talk about that, yeah, with some northern lights. And it was a beautiful view. We got pictures from, at least in Traverse City, Petoskey as well.
Miss Baxter sent in this one. And I ran into the content center and I was like, you guys, what are you doing in here? The Northern Lights show is out.
We were working. That was what we were doing.
Typey. Heather said, no typey. Go outside. So you went outside. And Sarah got to see them for the first time.
Yeah.
But we had such a high KP index that they were strong. Allie sent this to me like 1:32 in the morning. Texted this picture to me and said, hey, the Northern Lights are out. Me waking up like half asleep still. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then still like 2-something when I was driving to work, it was still out and about. So usually they come and they fluctuate with strength, but they were still out and about when I even drug you guys out there.
I appreciate you letting us know.
Yeah.
I would not have known. Oh yeah, there's the view
and then
from
that's
Petoskey.
Christy. She went to Little Traverse Bay. That's the breakwall area. And you could see how bright the pink was for her. Very similar though, and the light pillars. So we could kind of see with our naked eye the pillars going through the sky.
Yeah, so we didn't get, well, Sarah had a little bit more time outside, but you need what, 20-ish minutes to let your eyes adjust?
It's 15 at least. And
then to get away from lights, and we have very bright parking lot lights, and so.
But even with all the light pollution,
we were able to
everyone was able to, I'm seeing some pictures sent in too. So many people were able to see them.
And then I don't know exactly how Christy and Allie captured her pictures, at least when I took my pictures. The exposure was open for a little bit.
Yep. And I think that's how Allie and I take them the same way because we've been Northern Lights chasing together. And I'm sure it's similar for Christy.
Yeah.
But there are also professional photographers who have their cameras set up. They have to be on a tripod. If you keep the exposure open for that long, you start, the camera will move and it won't capture it as good. So, yeah.
What a nice treat, Heather. Thank you.
Good Monday treat, really.
Yeah, a great way to start the week.
Yeah, and I was talking, that's why I brought it up, because I saw the fact that we would have a G3 geomagnetic storm this weekend. So I brought it up on my visit to Manistee Friday. And so I was kind of on a rush to get out of here on our Facebook Live. So I had to drive to Manistee, but I was telling them how we forecast Northern Lights and kind of what goes into it, why the solar wind will peak, and what to look for if people really want to try to see them. Even though they're very hard to forecast, at least a specific timing.
Should we show your pictures and videos before or after your forecast?
It's up to Mr. Gibb back there.
He does have the power.
He'll get them up right now. So we can start talking about it then. So I went to the Manistee County Council on Aging, and it was around 11 a.m. and we spent some time there with all the seniors, and they were all very eager. It was very fun. They had all the fun weather questions. So that's the start of the talk. I always start with weather with Heather. And then you can see all of them very interested, talking about when we're on live television, when they can really wake up early and watch us or watch us back. Some background of how I got here, but then also that's the Northern Lights forecasting page I showed them for this upcoming geomagnetic storm. And then talked about the model guidance, how we use models in the morning, kind of some background of how we forecast, kind of simplifying that. And then also we talked about the Gaylord tornado and then just all severe weather safety items. So it was a fun time. A lot of questions about the dresses and behind the scenes stuff. So we did cover, I do talk about how we only have 4 of us here in the morning typically, and it always shocks them. I show them a picture of the studio and it's just me and Brendan. And
just us hanging out.
We don't need a lot of people, but they were asking, they did have a good question. They said, how are the camera, like how do you move the cameras? And so I explained to them how Gib has all the shots saved, and he just moves them with the joystick.
Yep.
And how all of our meteorologists here, we all have our own separate shots because Joe is a lot taller than I am, and Trevor is closer to my height, but he, probably stands a little bit differently than I do. So we all have different camera shots on the green screen even. One little joystick, save button.
Gib has it all planned out and figured out, and we're thankful for that.
Yeah, and try to simplify it as much as possible without getting into the nitty gritty of his job details.
Yeah.
But essentially going through the show sequentially, we'll pull up those shots, and that's how they change from me here to the green screen to you at the monitor or the desk and all that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, back in the day, though, you would need one person for each camera.
Yeah.
To center the shot or move it over for a graphic and focus it. White balance, perhaps.
Yeah.
It's all done with a little joystick. Gib is doing the jobs of what used to be, 5-ish people would be my guess?
Yeah, several.
Yep. No more tape operators, Heather.
No,
Not
no
needed.
more prompter people, too. They
Yep.
used to have to roll the scripts that were all printed.
That's what this is for.
Yep.
Yep. We do it well. Heather doesn't use a teleprompter, but I do.
Nope, I don't need one. I do better without it.
Yeah, it's pretty common for meteorologists. Actually, I can't think of one meteorologist who uses a teleprompter.
Yeah,
Just right off the noggin.
just whatever comes to my brain.
Yep.
I do explain that to them too. Said no script. That's why we have our producer back there who times the show, because we still have humans doing the show. And so Brendan will read at a different pace. I talk at a different pace, try to squeeze in as much as I can sometimes. And so there's still a need for humans with live TV because it's still live. So they were asking about AI and said, check back with me in 5 years. You never know.
You never know where that's
Yeah.
all going. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing, Heather. That looks like a
Yeah.
fun time. And now you're going to be transitioning into school visits here soon, huh?
Yes, but still a few more senior center visits. So I still think Sheboygan's on tap for early-ish September, maybe even October. And then we're kind of getting into Girl Scout visits and then back to school. So filling it all up, though. A lot of people.
I think, what is it, next week already? There are a couple Northern Michigan school districts that start up again.
Yep.
But then most are after Labor Day.
Yeah, so we're waiting till after Labor Day. And I know, like, back to school, teachers are so busy right now trying to prepare that the last thing that I want to do is put my schedule on their plate. So we're just kind of waiting and seeing. But yeah, we have a few senior center visits and retirement homes too on the docket until we do schools. So more love and knowledge of weather being shared across all of our county.
Yep. Heather's on the move.
I am, yeah. I always love the questions. You never know. It could be from transmitters to dresses to AI. You never know what people are curious about. So I do love answering all the different questions.
Well, we do know, Heather, there are a lot of questions
Yes.
out there. Yes, varying topics.
I always love sharing. Brendan, like, guess what they said? Yeah, they're curious about this.
Yeah, one of them kind of surprised me, but anyway, shall we?
I know, not a lot shocks Brendan, but I did shock him a while ago with one of them.
Yeah, that was. Anyway,
Never a dull moment.
we appreciate people caring.
Yes.
Then that's what it boils down to. People are
And people are very observant.
tuned in. Yes, they pay attention, and we appreciate their. Just like now, I'm looking at now. There's Wally's comment. You're
Yep.
giving us your time, and we appreciate it.
Yeah. It's always a fun time. So looking forward to the next one, On the Move, for more fun, friendship, and
Yep.
forecasting.
Fire up that storm tracker.
Yeah, the storm tracker
Fancy
truck.
truck we have. Yeah.
So fun. I love driving it. Just bombing through downtown Manistee. Everyone's staring at me when I drive by.
Hi.
And I was like, okay, just smiling, but I could just see the eyes just like turn.
What is that?
Yeah. It's a fun truck if you've ever seen it out in public.
Yeah.
So we're talking about tropical systems still. That's the weather quiz. And then we'll get into what the rest of our week will look like. It's pretty quiet though, pretty mild. If you have questions, we can cover it. But overall, high pressure is going to keep us at pretty quiet weather here the next few days. So no concerns in the weather department yet. So there is a potential tropical storm that could strengthen into a hurricane in the Atlantic Ocean. What is the next name on the list? So if it does strengthen to tropical storm strength, it will be given a name, and it could be even as strong as a hurricane and therefore be hurricane this. Is it Edouard? Is it Aaron or Ernesto?
We'll let our friends answer.
And Brendan's like, this morning did not. He's racking his brain. He got it though.
I got it right. I wasn't very confident though.
No, nor was Sarah or Gibb. They just were like, So it was a Monday, but everyone got it right, even our Facebook friends.
Yeah, off to a good start.
Yeah, so we'll see if you guys know it too, like the rest of them. We are waking up to quiet weather though. High pressure is right overhead, and you could see that. It's pretty clear on our radar and satellite imagery there, and my IFB is dying and it's screaming in my ear, so I will be turning that off. I have one here, but I'll just change it when I'm done with weather. Our weekend director left it for me, so that was kind. So you're waking up to a lot of sunshine, very few clouds closer to Lake Huron. Now, if you need to do any yard work, I know a lot of people still probably have a lot of yard work to do with, summer and all of that. So we are seeing nice weather today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. Mostly quiet stretch of weather I have on here because today and tomorrow we could see an isolated pop-up shower later in the day. Aside from that, no weather issues. So you could see a light sprinkle, but even the light sprinkle will be short-lived, and then we're right back to quiet weather and sunshine. Now, the Alpena Fair continues today if you're going. We're looking at 78 degrees, a possible PM shower chance, otherwise partly sunny. We're looking at a lot of sunshine Tuesday. Wednesday, plenty of sunshine, 81 degrees. So no weather issues aside from that pop-up shower if you're there later tonight. Here's a look at Stormcast. So we are going to see those clouds mainly north and east today, a northwesterly wind off the lake. And then that's that quick shower chance. This is what Stormcast is showing. Just really isolated pop-up south of the bridge. That's really early tomorrow morning. We're waking up to a mostly clear sky. And then by the mid-afternoon, we're going to be seeing a lot of sunshine again. And then by the second part of our day, that's when we have that chance for that isolated pop-up shower too. So very similar to what we are going to be seeing today. Almost a copy-paste forecast, if you will. Now, 4-zone forecast highs today, 70s in the eastern upper peninsula. We're looking at that mostly to partly sunny sky. If you're close to Lake Huron, you probably will see a little bit more cloud cover today. Mostly to partly sunny. East of I-75, 80 in Grayling, 77 in Harrisville, 79 in Kalkaska, Boyne City, 81 in Traverse City. We'll say mostly sunny. If you are west of I-75, it does look like we will see a lot more sunshine today. And then we're looking at that isolated PM shower, and it'll be short-lived. Here's a look at our lows tonight, mainly 50s. We're looking at a partly cloudy sky, hardly any wind this evening, 50 in Grayling, 52 in Mayo, partly cloudy. And then west of I-75, we have that isolated shower, 57 in Traverse City tonight, 50 in Fife Lake. So a little cooler if you are inland. If you're close to the shoreline of the Great Lakes, will be a little bit warmer by a few degrees. So our weather is quiet today, aside from those isolated sprinkles. Tuesday, isolated sprinkles too. I didn't even put it in the extended forecast because it's not going to be enough to even note. Maybe we'll add it back in tomorrow morning. But we're looking at that quiet weather, even Wednesday, Thursday, slowly warming up. But Brendan mentioned during the live show too that the weekend we're cooling off and we're going to see rain just in time for that weekend forecast, and it's not good news for people who still want to do summer stuff.
Great timing, Mother Nature.
Yeah, can we just tell her to cool it?
Yeah, but we know that some people don't have Saturday and Sundays as their weekend.
That's true.
Maybe it's a Monday, Tuesday. Maybe it's a Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Well, Friday,
There's
maybe
that.
not so good, but anyway.
I know a lot of, I especially think the hay farmers will be very happy with this forecast because there's going to be basically you need at least 3 days of dry weather for them to cut it, bale it, and all that. So I know even when I was talking on my way into the senior center in Manistee, one of the women's brothers is a hay farmer and wasn't too excited about the rain chances. But I think this is a better forecast for him. Kelly in Paris, we're weather watcher. He's also a hay farmer. But then we're looking at those cooler temperatures into the weekends. They got to get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring
Get
up
on
a
the
valid
tractor,
point.
if you will. What?
All right, shall we say hi to our friends?
Yeah, we'll say hi.
Okay. It's 58 and it's sunny, according to Christopher, and we believe him. He's in Farmington Hills. Hey,
We have no other
Christopher.
choice but to believe you, Christopher.
It's a little cooler there at the Pleasanton Patriots Pub. It's 55 degrees and sunny for...
Joel.
Yep,
And
you
I
got
thought
it.
of you, Joel. I think I told you in the first Facebook Live, but I drove through Pleasanton Township and I'm like, oh, Joel's neck of the woods, and then the airport, and then downtown Manistee, and I'm like, oh, that kind of gives me physical perspective. I can look at it on a map, but it's nice to know where the difference lies, where the airport and where you're at, and
Onekama.
yep.
Yep.
Bear Lake. Love always driving by Bear Lake in Manistee.
Yeah, it's a pretty area.
It's very pretty.
We have Susan Lash Sims, not too far from Leo the Trout in Kalkaska.
Mr. Leo.
Mr. Leo, she's saying morning again from sunny Kalkaska where it's 58. It's 55 according to Nancy in East Jordan. We also believe Nancy. Thank you. Paul is in Rogers City. Mark is in Mayo. It's 53 degrees, sunny. Miss Susie Q is with us on this Monday. She said a beautiful 59 on Torch Lake. They're there for the week.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Hey, it looks like this week is pleasant to be on the water.
She said, finally going to be beautiful, 77. Have a great day. Everyone going to be by the water on Torch Lake all day today. And she said, went to bed too early. Did anyone see the Northern Lights?
Oh, we saw 'em.
We did. Looks like Paula did too. Oh,
There's Torch Lake.
wow. Another beautiful spot
I know,
there.
it's so quiet this morning there. The water,
Yeah.
smooth,
The grass,
almost like glass.
nice
There's a
and
little ripple
green.
there.
So let's see, we have, I will just skip ahead to Paula since I mentioned her. She said, nice Northern Lights last night. She's in Boyne Falls. It's 60 and sunny there.
Yeah, didn't Joel tell us in the first Facebook Live he saw him in Manistee?
Yes.
They were pretty
yes.
good?
Good
Yep.
memory, yep, yep. And he's heading to work, but listening. Glad you're just listening, Joel.
Yes.
Being safe, yeah. Christopher is guessing Ernesto for the quiz question, as is Mark. And Joel is guessing Ernesto as well. There's another comment from Mark. It was a nice one, too. It's very sweet of him to say. There it is. Good morning from Fremont, Indiana. Upper 5 was a great way to start your day.
Oh, thank you, Mark. We're glad you're starting your day with us, too.
We
Keeps
do
things
appreciate that.
interesting and fun for us.
Is he maybe trying to get a job with the promotions department, just like Christopher?
Perhaps. I don't think there's an opening at the moment, but maybe you can weasel your way in.
We appreciate you watching. And we said, Mark. Christopher said, nice pink dress, Heather.
Thank you.
Susie Q's guessing Ernesto. Susan Lash Sims guessing the same. Wasn't she our Facebook viewer of the day?
Yep.
Yep, okay. And Paula guessing Ernesto. And Susan saw the answer on Fox News this morning, but I did know it because I watch all these storms, she said. Just keep an eye on them.
This was like top of mind for me because I was watching, I like to watch at least the Weather Channel or Fox Weather when I'm cleaning on Sundays.
Yeah.
And they were talking about the hurricane season and the previous, and I was like, really needed a question today. So this is top of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hi, Alice. Good morning.
Morning, Alice.
It's 60 right now in Alpena. It's sunny, and she's been busy all weekend. Her son has COVID, so she's been taking care of him.
Ooh.
What a
I
nice
hope
mom.
he recovers
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Hope so too.
You never stop being a mom, Alice. That's what I hear.
I hope you stay healthy,
Yes.
Alice, too. And she's guessing Ernesto. We got Wally watching, saying good morning, Heather. Good morning, Brendan. Nice blue tie, also nice red dress. It's 52 in Mayo. And Christopher talking about the fact, Heather, you have a monitor that you look at for the graphics when you're on the green screen, and also a clicker to move and change the graphics as well. He
Yeah.
knows the setup.
I've got all the power and I love using it. I love hitting the button and pointing at the same time.
But Gib, at the end of the day, has more power because he can hit that space
He hits
bar
the space bar, he
goes to the
can
next
literally
thing.
mute me if he wanted to. But Gib, you would never, right? No comment. There's no comment in my ear.
Wow, silence. I heard a little click.
I heard the click, he was thinking.
Yeah, we
No,
can
what'd
hear
you
you.
say? He said no.
Okay. Who else do we have here? So Christopher. Oh, Jennifer's with us.
Hi, Miss Jennifer. We
Happy
got to
Monday.
see Oski and Arnie.
Oh yeah, skinny legs, and we heard about all their shenanigans.
Neighborhood activities, perhaps.
They
Not
are
being
too
naughty.
cute. Wonder if they're going on vacation with them. But anyway, she's saying good morning. You two look patriotic in your clothes today. Didn't really think about that. Yeah, red, white, and blue.
Yeah, a little pinkish, but ish.
Yeah, it does on the screen because I can see it. Yeah, it does look more red, but yeah, in person is more pink.
It's hot pink.
But yes, it's not your eyes deceiving you, Jennifer. It's just
Yeah.
camera and the lighting and things.
Gib, can you fix the lighting? Make it look more accurate for me. Thank you.
Jennifer says, Heather, what does Harbor Beach, Michigan look like this weekend? Friday to Monday, please. Harbor Beach is in the thumb along Lake Huron.
Friday.
Friday
That's
to
a tough
Monday.
one. Just because anything more than 4 days out even is a tough one. But I can tell you with the given pattern, we are looking at probably showers and storms there because we are going to see them here, which usually means a little bit more widespread. So let me grab this guy. This is a Euro model. We'll take a little looky-loo here. All right. Okay, so you can see how our winds start turning counterclockwise around that low pressure system, mainly early Friday morning. So Friday morning, as I mentioned, I told Brendan, widespread rain Friday. You see how dark it is up north for us here? Dark green's never fun. So it means we are going to be seeing more widespread rain. The rain stays for much of the state, for much of the day. See that? That's Friday night. Stays in the thumb too. That's where you're going to be. Saturday early morning, few showers. Then Saturday PM, more rain, more rain. Maybe a break, but more rain. And then Sunday morning, we're looking at rain, 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 rain.
Oh, gosh.
Monday, rain in the thumb. Rain in the thumb.
Oh, geez.
Rain in the thumb.
Yikes. All right, I think Jennifer's rescheduling her trip. Yeah.
Yeah, I just knew from our forecast and looking at the widespread pattern that it was just not going to be great. But it could change.
Yeah, maybe worth checking in a couple days,
Check
Heather.
back.
Yeah.
But it's not looking great. And if you can reschedule, if you are planning more outdoor activities, I'd probably reschedule because it does look pretty stormy. That Friday, there is a chance for thunder. So not only just rain, but thunderstorms.
Or plan indoor activities,
Yeah.
bring board games, movies, things to do with the dogs.
Yeah.
If they're coming.
You know, maybe the doggies are scared of the thunder and lightning.
I think normally, there was one dog
There
that was
was
kind of
one.
scared
Yeah.
not too long ago. Was it Oski?
I think it was Oski.
Or Ani, I guess, or Arnie. 50-50 shot. Well, Jennifer, yeah, check back in. Hopefully the forecast gets better.
And just that rain for everyone, pretty much.
Yeah.
So even if you wanted to head north and get away, we're dealing with the same system.
Yeah. Well, oh, we got an update. Doggy not coming. Thanks, Sarah, for that update. Speaking of her, she said, hey, happy Monday.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Long time no see.
She got to see those northern lights this morning. Wally's guessing A. He said the top question, A. And Jennifer said, hi, my Razy-Loo. R-A-Z-I-E, is that how you would say that? Razy-Loo. My
Yeah.
little producer, she said. I think she's talking about Sarah.
I think.
I haven't heard that nickname, though. Have you, Heather?
No, that's a new one.
Razy-Loo. That's cute. My mom is with us on this Monday saying good morning, my Facebook friends. Heather, you look lovely, and my handsome son. You're the best ever.
Aw,
Thanks, Mom.
That
Have a
is
nice...
so sweet of her.
She is so sweet. She said, have a nice day, everyone. Can't wait till tomorrow.
I know, it's a big day. Brendan is leaving me. But I get Madison. I'm not mad about Madison, but Brendan's leaving me.
It's nothing personal.
I know, like family time and fun.
Yeah.
And there's a very good excuse, but just know, you did not approve this with me beforehand.
That's right. I need to go through Heather and our actual boss, and
Yeah.
just a lot of steps to go through.
No, you deserve your time off. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll miss
as much
the
as I'll
crew.
miss you, I know you're going to be having fun.
Oh yeah, see Mom, Dad, Benj, some other family members.
Yeah, mostly she just kept mentioning Benj, and then Mom and Dad.
I said, yeah, the humans will be there too.
Yeah, the humans have to be there to transport Doggy, but dog brother.
Be there to transport him. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have his license yet. All right, Wally said I had a great time at my class reunion on Saturday, seeing a lot of old friends. We were somewhere in like the 50, 55 year reunion, something like that. Mm-hmm. 'Cause I think Wally was 55, Tom was 50.
Yes,
if I'm not
I think
mistaken.
that is correct.
And then Susie Q goes to her class reunion next Saturday, and she can't wait. She hasn't missed any, and her husband's is next month, and he hasn't missed any reunions either. Man, I've already missed like 2 of mine. I haven't been to any of mine.
I don't even
They're
think
ahead of
we've
mine.
had any planned yet. Maybe next year, because that will be the 10-year since I've graduated high
Gotcha.
school. Yeah.
It's a long trip for you.
It is a long trip, yeah, and I'm not sure if I would do it just for that.
Alice is letting Jennifer know that she has a lot of relatives in Harbor Beach, Michigan.
Oh.
Maybe you can make new friends, be inside, since you probably don't want to be outside with that rain that's in the forecast.
You just be pretty wet and maybe not having as much fun.
And Joel said, I don't need rain Friday. He's hauling a vintage motorcycle to the UP.
Ooh.
Hopefully it's a covered trailer.
Might need to look into that. Or at least getting a tarp on it.
Christopher's talking about class reunions, and he said, I hated school myself, and yes, it's a long story. So yeah, Sarah said, doggy
We
not
talked about a lot of
coming."
back to school stuff, and Brendan and Sarah and Gib are finding out that I did not like the last day of school, and I looked forward to the first day of school every year.
It's a very Bricca story. It really wasn't super surprising.
It's not surprising. I love school.
Yeah.
And we literally would play school like during summer. Like my sister and I and our neighbor, she'd be teacher. My sister and I would be like playing school. That was like what we did.
Yeah, not surprised.
No.
Yeah.
No. I like loved homework. It's nice that I don't have it now though. But there's parts that I'm like, kind of miss it. But then that's when I go study for my AMS. So I'm like,
Still plenty to do, yes.
Yeah, I still have stuff to do.
And Lori said, Heather, you just answered my question about the weather in Grand Rapids on Friday. Looks like rain and more rain.
Yes, you are right.
And Jennifer said to my mom, have a great trip, you all. Thank you, Jennifer. And Christopher said, well, it looks like it'll be interesting for Saturday for Livonia. Apparently, his church is having a free sale. So he maybe can move it inside. I don't know
Yeah.
how that all works. Maybe got a big church
Or a
gym.
tent or something.
Yeah. Paul says, so does that mean no Facebook Live? I think you guys still have it when I'm gone, right?
I will still have it. I mean, it
going on?
will depend on if Madison will join me, if she has to go grab other stories or work on stuff. But at least I will be here out of breath by myself if I am. And so I'll still keep it going for you guys.
There you go, Paul.
And hopefully the 620 ones too. It should be regular.
Yeah.
Regularly scheduled programming with me here.
Perfect.
Holding down the fort and helping out Madison.
And, oh, there's Mark's comment. I knew we had something else to say. The county fair over in West Branch is going on this weekend. Good to know.
Yeah, there's a lot of fairs coming up here. So Alpena is one of them, but then next weekend starts another round of some
Yes,
other.
Gib?
Yes. Right now.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
We'll be wrapping up momentarily. Apparently there's a guest here. And Dorla said, any reports for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday? If you're still watching, let us know where. Maybe Heather can zoom into your area.
Yeah, or what kind of reports? Like if you mean we're going to be on Facebook Live reports, yes.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
If reports with weather, I'm not sure. So just give me some context.
So while we wait for an answer, maybe should we do
reveal,
weather quiz?
and then we'll cover the weather quiz standings.
Good idea.
It'll be quick, but we'll still show you. So there's a potential tropical storm that could strengthen into a hurricane in the Atlantic Ocean. What is the name? It is, in fact, Ernesto. And then here's a look at those weather quiz standings. So a win-win for everyone. Everyone's 1 for 1 this week. And our Facebook viewer was Susan Lash Sims, guessing this morning. If you would like to be our Facebook viewer of the day, you'll have to tune in at around 6:20, 6:21. Just kind of depends on the show, but 6:20 we'll call it. And that's when we'll be live. We'll do the forecast, behind the scenes, and then the weather quiz.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
And then as for tomorrow, Madison will be back. She's talking about Traverse City organization stuffing some backpacks as we're continuing our back to school coverage.
Yep.
And so that airs tomorrow at
we'll be here at 4:30 as per
Yeah.
usual.
I'll
Fun
just-
friendship forecasting, but then the 6 a.m. hour is when all the fun starts. The real fun. We have fun too.
I was just waiting for Gib to put up the graphic.
I know.
I was giving him a hard time.
I know.
So yes, those live reports like 6:15, 6:45-ish.
6:15, 6:45 usually.
That's when Madison will be with us.
Sarah runs a tight ship, so they're
She
usually
does.
the same.
Yep. All right, I don't see Dorla's response. So if you're still listening, still watching, check
Just
in
let
with,
us know.
like check in tomorrow maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can get you the information you need.
But if that answers your question, we'll still be on Facebook Live doing the reports here. So
Yes.
either way, we'll be
Sounds
here.
good.
Yeah. All right, have a good Monday. Have a good rest of your week, everyone. We'll be back here tomorrow morning. We'll see you then.